Welcome to Buns and Guns, 30-minute low impact class. Focus on your guns and your buns. So we're going to be doing lots of squats, lunges, bicep, tricep curls, doing some flies. So make sure you've got lots of room around you so we can move side to side, forward to back, and get those arms out wide. I have a variety of hand weights. So I've got 5s and 7s here. Whatever you want for your workout, go higher, go lower, have more options. This is going to be a class where you take it up or down in intensity level depending on what you need, and we won't be doing any high impact moves. So the other thing I want to talk about is your footwear. So usually I give a tip around this time of year. I always go out and get myself a new pair of shoes at least once a year, just because they get lots of miles in my classes. So not right now, but sometime in the next little while, if you haven't recently replaced your shoes, just take a look at them, making sure you've got sufficient cushion and you've got support on your side to side, because we do side to side motion in a lot of our classes. So footwear is key. We don't want to introduce any injuries because we have shoes that don't support us. Okay, so there's your little tip, and we'll get ready to go into our class. So taking some deep inhales as we stretch and wake up. Stretch all the way through the arms, the upper body. Come right off your hips. One more. And shake it out. And we're going to go into a more exaggerated march with those knees coming up front, arms like in a bit of a marching posture, just going forward and back. We're engaging the core as we lift those knees up and keeping those shoulders back nice and tall. Keep the airways open. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take those legs a little wider, and we're going to slow it down and exaggerate even more. So it's going to be up, squat, up, squat, up, squat. There we go. Introducing those lovely squats that we love in this class. Squeeze on the way up. Squeeze. So again, we're not leaning forward. We're still maintaining shoulders back. Core tight. Good. And as we start to do these more intense moves with the big muscles, you will feel your heart rate starting to increase and your breathing increasing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Inhale. Shake it out. And we're going to go now into hamstring curls. So bringing those legs up behind, and the heel comes up towards your buns. So the same thing, we'll just do a few to warm up, then we'll slow it down, and we'll get more intense. So as we squeeze along the back of our legs, the glutes and the hamstring, when we're into our full curl, you feel your front of your legs get a stretch. And we're going to slow it down, and again get more intensity. Push back the arms as you stand. Good. Squeeze more. Squeeze more down the back of those legs. So even just this move, as we shift our weight side to side, we're asking those shoes to provide support on the outside of our feet. That's what we want, really good shoes. So we wouldn't be doing this class, hopefully we're not doing this class in anything like a boat shoe that doesn't have a whole lot of side to side support. 4, 3, 2, last one. I can feel back of my legs, my buns, they just woke up. Shake it out. Good. And let's just do just one set of a little jog and jacks. So your choice on the job, whether your knees are forward or your feet are coming up behind. And again, this is just for blood flow. This isn't a high impact, so you could be doing a quicker march if you don't go right into the jog. And bring it down into jacks. Again, if you don't want the high jacks, then you go into low jacks and just touch one foot side to side while we still have full motion with the arms. If you are doing full jacks, land softly on those feet. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good, shake it out. Let's just do some practice squats. So turning sideways, plant those feet under your knees, under your hips, and then slowly come lower towards the floor, but you're not leaning forward. So you're keeping chest open, shoulders back. It's up and down. Feel your quads working, feel your glutes working. Your arms can come out for a counterbalance. When you sit down at your lowest point, you can look past your knees and still see your toes. Okay, so that was just a little practice for form. And we're going to grab some weights. Water available anytime you need it. If I don't prompt for a drink, please grab a drink whenever you need one. Getting ready for forward lunges, alternating sides. So step forward, go down, come up. So I've really slowed it down. Forward, down, up, press back. Sideways view. Notice when we go on the down, we stop moving forward so that we're not directing the knee over the toe. Step, down, up, and back. Step, down, up, and back. Step, down, up, and back. And I've just added bicep curls. Give the arms some work. Step, down, up, and back. Step, down, up, and back. So you're choosing how long you take that step. It can be a short step, it can be nice and long. Arms, when they come down, they go slightly past your hips. You want full range in that motion. One more. Good. Okay. Let's land those feet. Same way we did when our practice squats, so our feet under our knees, under our hips. Hinge forward from your hips and try to maintain a flat back. So pretend your back's a table and we don't want anything to fall off. And what we're going to do is raise one arm, second side, other arm, and now 2 counts, arms together. Up, up, down, down. Single side, 1, other side, 1, and now 2 up together, 2 down together. Notice we have to slow it down so that gravity isn't pulling us back together here. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Good. Single, single, your core is tight. That back remains flat. When we're bringing those 2 arms up and down together, it's more difficult. So engage your core. Engage here. Slowly down. Single, single. One side, then the other. 2 up, 2 down. Up, up. Don't lock those knees. Single, single. Good. 2 up, 2 down. Can we do one more set? Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And squeeze. Here we go. 2 up, 2 down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. Perfect. Excellent work. We're going to do some side-to-side lunges. So it's going to be lunge and bring it in. Lunge, bring it in. Lunge over, bring it in. Now, if you don't want to move that leg, then just go into a press and a stand. So options, push, down, push, down, push. Or if you've got that leg frozen, down towards the floor, up to the ceiling. It's your choice whether that leg moves. If you are moving a leg, check your form, land your knee and your toe in the same direction. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Okay, shifting over a little bit. And ready to go into a lunge. Step back. When we're doing this step back, squeeze your inner thighs. Lunge over. The extended leg, feel a stretch in the inner thigh. Or freeze your leg. Lunge, come back. Lunge, come back. Same arms. Down to the floor, up to the ceiling. Floor, ceiling. Yes, we are leaning slightly forward, but you're hinging from the hip. Press, lunge, press, lunge, press. Nice and slow. Feel the stretch. Squeeze your thighs together. Even if you're not moving that stepping leg, if it's not stepping, you can still use your imagination to squeeze inner thighs together. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. 1 more. Good. Bring those weights down. Grab a drink if you need one. I'm going to a lighter weight. And I'm just going to tap side to side with my toes. And start a press out front, right about belly button level. So it's not an uppercut, it's not coming up towards my eye line, my jawline, staying right up front. Those arms never fully extend. And now I take my toe touch slightly behind. So now, front limbs, back limbs, have both come away from the center line of my body. And that asks me to engage my core more. So maybe you're feeling your abs contract. Support your lower back here. Slow down a bit. Add a side to side squat. Tap and squat, tap and squat. As that foot moves back, maybe you want to lift. So now, instead of a tap, it's a lift and squat. And when we're lifting, super squeeze down the back of the leg, starting in the glutes. Notice the movement is in the legs, but not through the shoulders. So I'm not throwing my shoulders down and up. They're staying stable. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Great work. Into a lunge position. Ball of the back leg. Lean forward onto your front thigh. So one hand, you can do no weights, 1 weight, 2 weights. Got 2 weights in your hands. Just be conscious of how you're hanging on. Make sure it's safe. And we're going to go down and pull the elbow up. Down and up. Down and up. You can stay here and do only arms, or you can also go into a knee dip on the back leg. When you bring up the arms, squeeze into your upper body. Keep the elbow close and go high to the back. Good. Those shoulders square with the floor. We are not opening. If I start to open, I notice I start losing my balance. So stay facing the floor, looking out slightly in front of you. 2, and 1. Bring it in, walk it out. Do whatever you need. Getting ready, second side. So remember, we want a long stride, but for balance, you might also want to separate your feet side to side. Adjust your grip and the weights in your hand, and we lean forward and pull up. Hand down, elbow up. Core engaged. Shoulders square with the floor. Pull. Option to add the back knee dip. And again, notice that the legs are going down and up, not forward and back. Good. Squeeze those arms in. Keep that elbow close. And then up high to the back. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring your feet in. And again, we want that hinge from the hips, flat back, elbows up high, and then squeeze in like you're trying to squeeze something between your shoulder blades, and then kick back. Kick back. The move is really just between your hand and your elbow. Good. Good. Go slow so that it's not a swinging motion. Lots of control. Feel the back of your upper arms working. 3, 2, last one. Good stuff. Time for a brief drink. Keep those legs just moving a little bit. I'm going to go a little heavier again because we're going to do an over row deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand, and I can have heavier weights. I find that I'm able to because I'm keeping the weights close to my body, the center line. So I hinge over, I extend, I row, I extend, deadlift, do it again. Over, row, extend, and a deadlift. Notice I turn my hands slightly so the palms face my shins, and then the side of my legs, and then my shins, and slide up. There we go. We don't lock our knees, and we squeeze like crazy when we stand up. And get those shoulders right back over our hips. Good. One more. Row. Excellent. Okay. Put those feet back in the same position. And let's just do squats with no arms at first. So squat back, stand up. Squat back. You should feel your weight going into your heels. Chest stays up and open. Now squeeze in your thighs and glutes as you stand up. And then again, it's that same final standing position with shoulders back. Okay, now add arms. Shoulder, press, shoulder, stand tall. We're not going to go faster. If we want to work harder, we're going to use our imagination. Squeeze more, pretend we have more weights in our hands. Squeeze those legs more. Pretend there's resistance. Good. And our last one. Again, a brief little break. And we're going to do all of those moves combined. Over row deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Here we go. Over row, deadlift up, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Now you've got it. What can you do to make it more intense? Squeeze the abs more, sit back more, squeeze the legs more, maybe all of the above. Squeeze, squat, push, up, Get more of a stretch when you're pushing up. You don't need to add more weight. More focus on form, more focus on the intensity that we can add. Just being mindful of the muscles. One more, full set. Over row. Deadlift up, squat push, squat stand. Really good. Okay. Lighter weights. Tap it out. Arm comes up, shoulder height. Start to move across your body. Move your feet with you so that they're pointing in the direction that your nose is going to go. So, front corner of the room. That's where your toes should point. Out. So it's out, and then bring it back level. Now, doing this at the end of the class, maybe you're tired. You might want to do it without weights, or go lighter if you have an option. This is where like a soup can or something comes in really handy. We're going to lean a bit more, which takes the weight even further away from the center line. So we just intensified. We did not add more weight. We just changed our form. Now when we come back, we open to the back. Keep leaning, then open. Keep leaning, then open. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Do you need to do some shrugs? Whatever you need. And then we get ready, second side. Starting position, shoulder height, then cross over. So what we also like on this one is the diagonal move. A little bit of a twist. Good. Lean a bit more. Feel the intensity change because you've taken that weight a little further away from center line. Good. Ready to open to the back. Shoulder, pull back, open. Reach, shoulder, open. Reach, shoulder, open. Good. Core tight. 2 and 1. Awesome. Wide stance. Toes pointing on a diagonal. And as you come into your first squat, we make adjustments. Our knees are going in the same direction as our toes. As I go lower, I make sure that I don't end up in this diamond position. That's maybe a dance class, but it's not this class. So we want our knees always behind our toes. So we're going to go up, down, and up. Out and in, and out, and in, out, and in, and out. When those arms extend, it's always with a slight bend. And now that we've added the arms, we haven't forgotten about the legs. They're still squeezing, inner thighs and glutes. Good. Shoulders back. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the legs going. Just hang those weights. So this is always an option. If you get tired, you can hang the weights down in front, and you're asking your body to push up just a few more pounds. So it's a good way to keep the body working a little harder. Okay, so we've got elbows in line with our shoulders again, and doing forward and an open. Forward in, open wide. So a whole lot more work when we're opening wide. Those weights are away from center line. And out. Squeeze those legs. 2 more. And 1. Hang them down. Just a nice, easy rest with the arms. Weights in front, squeeze the legs. So here's an opportunity to squeeze the legs even more. Good. If you're up for it, we're going to raise those elbows, and it's out and in, and out and in. A little more challenging. Trying to relax the shoulders, not let the elbows fall down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Excellent work. Grab another quick drink. We're going to do a little bit of work for the side of the waist. We have about 5 minutes left in our class. Just trying to get my clock here working. Okay, there we go. So, light or heavy weights, your choice. Wherever you're feeling at the end of the class, do you want to keep working hard, or is it time to start your relaxation a little bit? Not quite relaxing. So, feet are hip width apart, knees are slightly bent, taking it down one side then the other. So in your head you say 2 down, 2 up, and switch. 2 down, 2 up, and switch. Lower arm, for more intensity, can come away from center line. Love the feeling in the side of the waist. Good. Don't lock those knees. 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Okay, that's it for weights. And standing with one leg planted, and let's just move that foot so that we can feel all edges, top, bottom, side, side. We can feel it connect. And now we lift a leg to the front. It looks perfectly straight, but it has a slight bend in the knee. Bring it down. You can touch or try to pass through and not touch. And it's our pendulum move. Arms can be out for balance, or hold them into center line. It's a little harder. Notice we lean more when the leg is behind us. When the leg's in front of us, we kind of still stay almost straight up. Maybe you're balancing or a little wobbly, and this is why we're practicing this. Good. 2 more. And 1 more. Ready to go on the second side. So again, contact all areas of that standing leg. Keep the knee soft. And maybe you want to do just legs. Maybe you don't want to do the lean. So leaving that up to you. Notice the squeeze when the leg comes to the back. And the abs when the leg comes to the front. Good. It's engaged all the time though. Let's do 1 more front and back. All right. Excellent work. Inhale. When you're ready, you can stop those legs from moving. If you're not ready, just shake them out, walk them out, your choice. Bring those arms up. Pull off of your shoulders. Slowly bring those hands forward. Looking at your palms, thumbs up. Beautiful stretch through shoulders, neck. Really feel it here. Going to bring it down. Inhale. This time flip your palms, and as those arms come down, you're looking at the back of your hands, thumbs down. Now lead with the heel of each palm towards the front of the room and feeling the stretch down the back of the arm. Bring it down. Tricep stretch, so try to keep the bicep by your ear, elbow going up to the ceiling. We can pull across slightly, but it's only gentle. It's not a yank on that stretching arm. It's more of a supportive, I'm going to hold you here. Bring it out. Second side. Good. You know, if you don't feel the stretch for the entire time, you know, move around a little bit and see if you find it a better spot for the stretch on your body. Okay, nice long stride. So feet front and back are nice and long, side to side. They're about hip width or even further apart. So we've got a stable base for balance. Lean forward, and I'm going to switch my side so you can better see this back leg. So the knee stays slightly bent as I press my heel on the back foot towards the floor. And then once that foot connects, I can gradually push the knee back, but never fully straight. Feeling the stretch in the calf of the back leg. Slowly bring your shoulders back, up onto the ball of your foot, roll forward, press your hips, and then sink down. So we did a lot of these moves, but now we're just going to hold it and feel the stretch. Bring the arm across your body, hand hugging the arm in, shoulder relaxing down, and head leaning towards your hand. So a neck stretch, a shoulder stretch, and a hip flexor stretch. Bring it up, step in, hands on your back thigh. So we brought our feet a little closer front to back. We're still keeping the chest open, shoulders back, and then we pivot onto the heel. Stretching the front leg now, but it's through the back of that leg. So the glute, the hamstring, and the calf. You can reach for the toe, you can press against an imaginary wall. Slowly roll down and then curl up. Second side. Again into position, long stride front and back. Wide stride side to side. Press the heel, back foot. Soft knee. Stretch the calf. Slowly come back. And up onto the ball of your foot. Bring the arm across. Relax your shoulder. You can lean the head. Bring it back, release, step in, hands on the back thigh. Pivot on the front heel, engage your core, keep your chest and shoulders open. Bring it down, roll up. Last stretch for quads. So grab onto your foot, lean against something, or continue to work on balance. Focus on something that's not moving, a chair, a table, a wall. Press your hips forward and squeeze those glutes. As you squeeze, you feel the stretch get more intense in the front of your leg. Bring it down, switch sides. Thanks for staying with me. The stretching in the class is really important because we've done a whole lot of contracting. So we need to get those muscles lengthened again. And shake it out. Deep breath, couple here. And up. And up. Stretch side to side, shake it out, and have a great afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Take care.